Hello and welcome back to Path of Exile. This is Affliction League 3.23, and we're doing basically a demo of how to gear up a character. We're we're a few weeks into the league now, but it's a lot of fun, and we're gearing them up cheaply. And what I just did, we showed in the last episode how to search for different things. We searched for any two-hander, and we're just going to give this one a try. It was 1 chaos, but it puts our damage up quite a bit according to the sheet. We'll see how that turns out. And now we're going to be switching over to a two-hander. This is 1 chaos, and what I did was, let's zoom back out. I did this. I sold off 12 of these and traded them for a chaos, and then I found that, messaged the person, and sure enough, they answered. I would like some different sockets on here, but I'm not going to rely on that because we're going to upgrade out of this weapon fairly quickly. I mean, we barely had this one, and I decided because we found this 4-link that we can switch over. And we'll still have the life gain on hit from this gem. So we'll put it there. We'll put this here, and that there. Then we can put this one over here, and that here. And we're going to switch to this one. Just like that. So now we have our life gain Molten Strike with life gain on hit and ancestral support and faster attacks. And what does this do? The life gain on hit, 16 per, and that's going to go up and up. It goes up to like 55 health per hit. We're going to take this off. Oh, and before we do that, I think we're at 700, 800-ish, 800. And we're going to take this off, and take this off, and put it on there. And now we're at 852, but let's go back outside. That's where we get the true... we can go there, I guess. With the buffs and everything, let's find out what we're really at. And gotta just move a little bit. 1067. Now this isn't a perfect example of everything because sometimes there'll be bleeds that go into the actual damage or shock. 50% shocked chilled enemies, 100% chance to avoid being shocked while chilled. Interesting things. If we could shock something, it would be nice, but I don't think we can with this. But we can 18% chance to block attack damage while wielding a staff. Sounds interesting. So we're going to just put this over here, and we're going to give this a shot. Let's go right now. Might as well. Let's go have some fun. This big new weapon. We'll even put this thing down. And karate chop. Seems pretty good to me so far. And, oh, that wasn't as good. A gold ring. That's tempting. Okay. Gold ring is actually pretty tempting. And I'll explain why right now. It automatically, that implicit line, that very first line is the implicit, and it's increased rarity of items found. Now the rest of the stats are not that good to bad, so we won't use that. Let's take a quick peek here, and then I'm going to continue the campaign. I just want to test this weapon out. Oh my, I think it's pretty chunky. I like it. Yeah, I'm liking it a lot more now. Oh boy. I'll be right back in 1 second. Ooh, a fusing thing. Cool. We need some of those because we spent 2 of our fusings on the other thing. Oh, and that's a chromatic. See how it's outlined? You can sell that for a chromatic. Nice that it does that. The default settings. If you go in here, under game, and change it from none to default. Now, I have some really advanced item filters that you can download from filterblade.xyz instead of .com, but it's a legit site, and I get them that way. But that's a whole nother video. And we're just zooming through here. I just wanted to test it out a little bit, and I'll be right back when we get the next level. And I'm just going to put the gear that we were using right here, just temporarily, in case I mess up somehow or something messed up about it. This we're going to sell, and that we're going to sell. Let's do that real quick. Nice. Oh, we've got a chromatic, and we know we can get 6 of these. Makes 1 chaos. We've done that trade with people online before. We did that in the last one. This is roughly what I have here. Okay. I'll be right back. We're going to go get a level. Okay, so we got a level, and now we have a choice here. We could go for the more AoE, just for fun, but we also have to back this out and get even more damage now. So let's do that. We're going to use a couple of our refund points. Sounds weird to do, but we're going to do it. Don't worry, we're going to get more refund points, and then we're going to have lots of orbs of regret. So we're backing out of that, and we're going to say apply. And then we're going to put it right back in here, and now watch our damage go up even more. We're at 1,061. 1, 2, 1239. This isn't going to help with the damage, but it'll help with the just the range and the explosion, the size of the AoE, and it's fun. Let's have fun. There we go. Let's see what this does now. Oh boy. 1,200. Those are blue creatures. Just crushed them. That's for 1 chaos, a 1 chaos weapon. Just having fun with it. We've got tons of health. Ooh, this red creature. Remember how those red creatures, we kind of had to work on them, and they're like, ugh, here's a red creature right here. Oh, there he is. And, oh, he's over there now. And he is done. Very cool. And we've been getting a lot of Einhart missions, which is kind of a little weird. I don't know. More than I've ever really expected. Alright. We're using two-handers now. And from here on out, we're going to be using the two-handers. And now I could go into Path of Building and try to test the DPS on this, or I could just be kind of lazy about it. And here it is, 1239. And because I don't have any of my gems in here, it's really easy for me to just put that in there. Oh, 540. That would be a terrible way to go. So we're gonna. Oh, we only have one of these. We're gonna have to use some transmutes to get some more wisdom scrolls. It looks like, or we could trade a. We could just be done with it once and for all, and trade a chaos for like 200 or 300 wisdom scrolls. They're pretty cheap. Maybe 150. I don't know. It would be a lot. Then we wouldn't have to deal with it at all. Kind of tempting. And here we go. It would be nice to do that beat the menagerie thing and fight the Einhart beast in there. Is he dying yet? Oh, it's just not landing on him right. There we go. We'll take care of that. Diamond ring adds crit. We won't use that. Oh, there was something good there. Wisdom scroll. I love those. It's tempting to actually just spend a chaos for that. Just be done with wisdom scrolls so we can have a couple hundred of them. I don't know. Alright, we'll be back in a little bit, and then we'll do the menagerie thing. So that's the name of the two-handed weapon we're using. It seems like a lot of fun. I just sorted by most damage, and it was 1 chaos. Within a day or two of the league starting, it might be more expensive, but I don't think a lot of people really use this, but it's fun. It just hits like a truck. So cool. Let's go do the menagerie. And then we're going to craft something onto our craft some more life just to be bigger tanks. And what was the item? Was it that one? No. No. Was it that? No. Maybe it was that one. 16, yep. And 33, no. So it's this one right here. Let's craft it up and drop a totem down. Just stand still and crush everything. Nice. I like not having to move. What do we get? Ooh, interesting. Okay, what is this thing? Maximum energy shield, so we get a big 165 energy shield, which is kind of weird. And then life and chaos resistant, and a 50% of maximum life converted to energy shield. So we have even more. Let's just put it on just to check it out for a second. 20. I don't think we're going to use this, but look at that. Oh, that's kind of fun. Kind of neat. Pretty cool. I like it that way better, though. And then I'll do a quick price check on this. And I just bring this up, the PoE Awakened Trade, and it's worth the chaos at best. But if you could probably sell it for an alchemy. And maybe on, here's the good thing, on the beginning of the league, this might be worth a chaos or two. Who knows? Pretty cool. That's the good thing. You know, the other stuff is more expensive. This might be a couple more expensive, but if you find stuff, it's going to be a couple. It's going to be worth a little bit more early on as well. So it's not a bad thing. I don't want to. We're just going to sell it because we need the alchemy shards. Okay, so I'm going to continue on, and we're going to get a couple more things, and we're going to keep on going. And then we're going to find another cool item to add in. I wanted to take a quick look at our crafting bench in our hideout and see if we can put it in. We put life on that. We can't do anything on that. We can't craft on that. Can't craft on this. We've done fire resistance there. I think we're maybe that. So maybe some here. See what we can put on there. Doesn't look like a lot of cool stuff. We want to put something cheap on there, not mana, because we don't really need mana. Increased elemental damage, 6 of those. Are we going to have this for a little while? It doesn't look like it. I don't want to give up 6 of those alteration shards for that, so nope. And we'll just continue on.
One at a time.
And we'll put these away. We're making progress. Doesn't look like we're going to go back to that other item as well. So let's go in here, and I'm going to fight my way through here. Let's see how it hits. Hit like a truck. Oh, the door. It's like a door. That's a big, tanky guy, and it would be a real pain if we didn't have as much damage as we do. But we got him. And he drops a bunch of cool stuff. And, wow, we only have 2. I need to sell a couple more of those transmute shards for sure. For wisdom scrolls. Alright, so this one, it's a nice weapon. That's nothing wrong with that. It's a plus 9, the next tier up. But we're not gonna replace this. There's no way. 1239, way lower. And then this one, global. What do we have on there? Oh, come on, this guy's just bugging us, huh? Take that and that. All right, we'll compare these two. Strength, intelligence. We probably need a little bit of intelligence on there. I don't know if we did that. Does something break? Yep. Can't wear that thing. We'll just keep that on for a while. And away we go. Here's another trial of the Ascendancy that you'll have to do. And we'll go on from there. Oh, that's my skeletons. I got a shrine over there. Now we have pet skeletons for a little bit. Pretty cool. That's that skull above me. That's what that means. And let's crush these guys down for fun. Wow. That's pretty cool. And, ooh, here's a tough guy. And we're chunking them down. Then it made that sound, so it's a 4 link, and it's worth a... Both these are worth chromatic and a chromatic. Cool. We'll open this up. And we have a decent amount of AoE coverage here. And we'll take this guy out. He's a chunker too, but he's done. We'll pick up all this and we'll continue on. Wisdom. Good. Finally got some of those. And 2 transmute. So that was like 14 wisdom scrolls worth of stuff right there that we'll probably take care of. And away we go. Another thing that I had off, but you probably want on, is enable quest tracking. It'll tell us what we're heading towards or most important things to do. We'll just put that back on for us. Cool. Next up, we have a couple of choices. We have this, and if you find yourself short on intellect or, you know, constantly fighting this, go ahead and just put 30 there. Then you don't have to worry about it. It makes life easier. So far for us, so good. If I run into the issue, then I will spend that point there. But what I'm going to go after is a little bit odd. I want to go after right here. And it says, let's see, where is it? There should be some... Oh, non-Val strike skills. Target 1 additional nearby target. Well, that sounds interesting. If I can get that, then I can take off this Ancestral Call support, which actually reduces our damage, but then it spreads it out to 2 nearby enemies. And I don't need it to be 2 nearby enemies. I could do just one nearby, and then I can put another support gem here. So I'm going to go for that. And I'm going to work my way there. And not only that, but we get the melee damage, more melee range and AoE, because I think the AoE worked. That was strike damage, yep. More melee range. And then melee strikes deal splash damage to surrounding targets. And this is a strike skill. Yes. And then that. So it's a lot of fun there. So we'll just do that. Let's actually commit to it. And there we go. A little more life. Nice. And away we go.
To be realistic.
And here's the mini boss here. I think it's Piety. Is it Piety?
Do you even feel pain?
I do. Sometimes. I don't have to use a heal potion. And I don't even need one on my bar. I haven't used a heal potion for... I think we used it once in a trial. Just so I was messing around in there, but nothing. There we go. And we're going to use the exit the character and play. I hope I didn't mess that up. I don't think I did. And put the tab on, and here we go. And she gives us the key to the sewers. And we can sell this other stuff back to her. That's going to be for chromatic, and then this is for those, for alteration chart. Oh, and the same thing. Now we got an alteration. So they add up pretty quickly.
Watch yourself.
I like it. You don't have to talk to those guys, but I just do. I don't like having the exclamation points over their heads all the time. Oh, and then sometimes it gives you stuff. So, oh boy. Well, we know we don't need, we do not need mana. So let's see. Anger. You and nearby enemies deal, adds to our radius and fire damage. Additional fire damage with attacks or spells. That's interesting. So we could add just flat fire. Okay. Termination has to do with our armor. We don't really have a lot of armor right now, so adding more armor it would be nice. I mean, it would give us flat 214. This is pretty powerful, but we're tanky and we're doing fine. I want more damage. Vengeance is cool. We're probably just going to go buy that as well. So we've got an extra spot for it, and it's just an automatic trigger thing that hits back, so why not? But let's see. Punishment. Vulnerability. No, we don't want that one. Pride. Nearby enemies take at least 15% more physical damage, raising up to 30 if they stay in the aura for 4 seconds. So if we sit next to them, something big, they take more and more physical damage, which this technically does some physical damage on here. We could look at our thing and find out exactly what. But it's pretty cool. I like the idea of this one. And then Petrified Blood and that. So we're just going to go with... And that's going to reserve 50% of our mana. Let's do it. Right it is. And then we want that Vengeance one too. So let's grab that from her.
Watch yourself. Purchase.
Vengeance. Should be here for us. Let's see. Vengeance. There we go. And that's one of our alteration charts that I just took. So we're going to put the Vengeance here. And that'll be linked up with combustion support? Really? Doing that, I guess. Interesting. And then that's getting supported by combustion and faster attacks. And then we're going to put the Pride right there. And that's going to be our next buff. Now we're going to take these off because these are triggered all automatically.
Watch yourself.
We're going to put this away and we're going to go test this new theory out with Pride, which is going to be even more damage. Just keeps going up and up. And we just got to go back in here, and hopefully this map will still be alive as far as... So we already found the sewer trait. It might be, but I've been talking a little bit, so let's see. And it doesn't feel like it is. It is! The sewer crate was right around there somewhere, I think. So now we're going to put Pride on. Oh boy, here we go. I think that's it. Yeah, Pride. What does it do to our... And this is just the level 1. It goes up and up and up. So here we go. There, we got to click that. 1234. And it doesn't there. Nearby... Oh, see? It doesn't understand that the nearby and all that kind of stuff. So it won't show up here. But on Path of Building it would. but that's 15% more right off the bat. And up to 30% more, so it's a multiplier. It's flat out really, really powerful. So, away we go. And really powerful if we're standing there fighting something. So, you know, we're sitting there, boom, boom, that's what we've been doing, tanking. So it kind of... I left chromatic on the ground. Shameful. So it's good for a boss that's kind of, you know, chunky and, you know, we're dealing with them. And let's do this. Gosh, this is just turning into a powerful character. So if you're having trouble and you're a melee type character, and you could start anywhere on the tree and kind of end up with a somewhat similar build as this, but grab Molten Strike somehow. One thing people do is they'll start if they really want to use Molten Strike and it's not available to their character right at the very beginning, what they do is they'll start a mule character, like they'll start a Marauder, and they'll just go in there to the first thing, grab it only takes a couple minutes. They'll grab, I don't think there's anything over here, the Molten Strike, put it in their stash tab, and then they'll delete that character, start the other one, and then they have Molten Strike on that character. So it's pretty cool. Or you just wait until you can buy it. It becomes available probably, I don't know, maybe level 12 or something, or 16, but some people want to use it right away. And that goes for any skill. If you know, you can find out which characters have access to certain skills very early on, and you just grab that and go from there. Oh, we'll light that up. And it says we have to grab some stuff over here. I think it's like some... Oh, we'll take that, and this. There's the first one. We got to get 2 more. We'll be right back. If you ever see something like this Undercity hideout, well, this is how you unlock hideouts. You go in here, and you only have to do this once on the account, once ever, and then it's unlocked forever. You just come in, and we're just going to clear out. What you have to do is basically clear it out, and then it becomes yours. Then you can make your hideout, select it from Helena in town, and then you can port over to it, and you can design it however you want. You can put all your stuff everywhere. I like mine. It's utilitarian. Just put the stuff exactly where you want. It's all very close to me there, and I'm in good shape. Did it hideout unlocked? It says now, but we've already unlocked it. There we go. Pretty cool. Oh, this guy, he's all upset. And I'm going to be focusing on more damage. And it looks like a little more AoE, and then the next thing we're going to be doing is getting another support gem instead of the Ancestral Call thing. Looks like we need 1 more of those busts, I think. Where would it be? We'll find it. We'll be right back. Wow. Oh, we've got Vengeance now too, so let's test that thing out. What was that one? Against poison. Ah. Notice I'm leaving the blue stuff on the ground now. Oh, I didn't. So let's stand there and see what happens. Let's stand here and see what happens. We've got Vengeance that hits back and Repost. Oh, come on. Right when you want to find something, nobody shows up. I think they know what's coming. Come on. Alright. Just stand here and it should hit them back. Wow, we don't have to do anything. And Repost is getting stronger. And Vengeance is almost up too. Oh, that's Pride. Where are they? This is turning into an interesting build. Build where I don't have to do anything back to him. I'm not even swinging. Oh my gosh. I'm not even swinging. I'm not doing anything. I'm just leaving the thing there. It just automatically hits him. And it catches them on fire too with that combust. This thing right here. This and Vengeance and where's the Repost? I would like Repost in there, and then it would be 2 of them. But Ancestral Protector's there. It'd be interesting to put Repost on there. Let's see if we could do that. And Blood and Sand we'll put over here for a second. Okay. Now, okay, So we're down on mana here, but again, we don't care about that. Take this. Now our Repost and our Vengeance swings back on them. Interesting. I wonder if we could make a build that just automatic, you don't ever do anything. Just walk around. And I'm sure you could. Let's see. Yep, it's doing stuff. I'm not swinging at all. I'm just not doing anything. It's pretty fun. The don't do anything build. But that's how easy it gets. And you guys seen every step of it here. I'm not pushing any buttons. I'm just walking over here. Walking simulator. I imagine we could scale this up to be really deadly. I didn't do any buttons. I'm not pressing them at all. There you can see how I press it. That's me pressing something, but I'm not pressing anything. Pretty cool. Alright, let's go up to the next area. It's up there. Alright, this should be a little bit tougher of a test. Well, won't swing at all. Here we go. Oh, jeez. No swinging, no doing anything. We just destroy everything. Pretty cool. I like it. I'd like to pick up this other item. So let's do that. And that, and that, and that, and that. Any of these, that would be a nice item. Look at that armor, but it's not 4-linked like this. Oh well. Faster casting? Nah. And, oh, here we go. And let's go back to town. Oh, these guys really hit hard. Let's see if they'll do something to me. That's a chunk. He's more serious. Oh, but he's just failed. The range characters, we have to get a little closer. Oh, I did it. Now we'll just knock them out. Continue on. I get carried away here. Alright. And let's go back and sell this stuff off and go on to the next area. Very cool. We get a skill book. And we'll take that. And we'll spend that in a second. And let's just sell this stuff off and ID it. ID. And there we go. Nice. We're getting a lot of loot back. And another alchemy. That's cool. And that. And that. Alright. Let's go get the next level real quick. And where we're going. Right over here. And then we'll spend those 2 points too. And we'll get even stronger and more AoE and more fun. I think we have to go in here. Let's see. It'll tell us when, well, we'll do this as well. That's where it wants us to go. Maybe not. Catacombs, let's see. If something pops up, it'll tell us. Complete the labyrinth. Probably there's a labyrinth in here to do. But we're going to go the other way. But you should probably go in there, and if there's a labyrinth for you to do, go ahead and go in there and do that. And we're going to get the next level here shortly. Just looking for the way forward. It's up that way in general. Usually if it's up on the map to the north, then it's generally up on the map. In the map, it'll be up that way. But not always. Sometimes it's a little off. These are all randomly generated in general. Where is this thing? We could use our speed potions. That's nice. I'm going to set that over here just to try to remember not to use a scroll on it, because we're just selling it for a chromatic. And life gain on hit. Now we need more life gain on hit. And the thing is, you could use your Vengeance with that too. You could chain that together with Vengeance and Repost. And I think there's one other one too. Oh boy. And let's spend those points. We were going for this, so more melee damage with range. And what are we up to? 12, 21-ish, 1350. It just keeps going up higher and higher. Oh, and a little Val side area. Very cool. We might not need to go in there, but I'll do it just for fun. Gotta actually walk around. Come on. There's some good EXP right there. And we'll level up the Herald of Ash gem, so we're getting stronger there as well. Is this a long walk? Try to use those Oh, and let's see if he can touch some. Oh, he disappeared already. Oh, he just went, got this guy, infected him, and dropped that. Nice. And Ben's getting stronger. Very cool. Everything's going along smoothly. Once in a while, you probably read the modifications there, because you could get a really bad mod in here on this area, side area. And we'll drop the totem, and oh, geez, that's just terrible. I mean, it's good, but it's brutal. We'll take that. Ooh, Arctic armor would be something that we could possibly use, but I'm not going to do it. I'm really happy with this setup so far. We're not using any mana, so it's pretty cool. And let's go back out there and go on to the next area. Another Vowel side area. We'll grab it, walk in there, and then I'll go over those gems that we got out there. They're special gems. They're Vowel gems, so they do weird stuff, and some people love them because they do exactly what they need to do. It's neat. Some of them are really cool. Oh, it's the same type of boss again. And he's done. Okay. We'll level all those up. And the gems are in right this thing. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. And we're probably getting pretty close to full. We'll take this, and this, and that, and that, and that. Look at that. It has a white socket. Pretty cool. You get weird stuff down here. I would say it's worth it to go in there. Why not? It's fun. Now let's look what we got. We got that, but it's not. Oh, well, that's the thing we were going to do, the chromatic, but I still end up using no wisdom on it. But anyways, Flame Blast, you can pause and look at that. It does extra stuff when it builds up, and then it has like a second version that builds up and you can unleash it. Same thing with Earthquake. Same thing with Blade Vortex, pretty cool. And Arctic Armor as well. So it's all kinds of neat stuff. I'm just going to store them away, and then we're going to go back to town. Oh, and we'll use that extra mana, or extra passive skill point. Oh, look at this. That just dropped by itself over there. We'll take it. One of those divination cards. And what was it? Life Armor. So if you get 4 of those, you can turn it in at one of the NPCs, and you can get Life Armor. Now this is, for me, this is worth trading. Whatever this is, we'll go like that. I'd rather have the chromatic than the 5 shards. And where's the... There should be right around here. Right around here. Come on. There it is. They are randomly generated, but there's some patterns to these things that you'll start to notice. Now, if I push Shift Z, then I can jump up here. Because I've got my, my Leap Slam. We've actually got to fix that issue. Let's do it right now. It's worth it to put it over there. Then I can have Leap Slam all the time. Alright, let's switch back over here. Now, I'm sure... Oh, no, I'm not. I can actually put it right there. And then we're going to put Leap Slam right here. And I'm going to hit that to activate it. And I like having Leap Slam on D. And it's right here. There's the W. There's W. And we'll put it on D. Say close. We're going to spend that point right there. More damage, more range, more fun. And then this one's going to allow us to add a new... take out that support gem, and we're going to do even more damage. And then this one's going to be... Oh no, this one does that. And this one does splash damage, which we already kind of do splash damage. Is it going to double splash damage? Don't know. We'll pick up this, and we're going to go back to town. Oh, I don't have room for it. Let's just toss that on the ground. Cool if we had more room. There is a way at the end game to get more room when we begin the end game, but I don't know what we'll do with that. And that's just this league, so... Go back here. I'm going to sell off, and we'll keep going. And I think we need to buy another item too. It's going to be fun. Okay, next up, let's replace these gloves, and we'll give it a best shot. and maybe this. But we'll replace these. Let's do that. So we're over here on the trade site, and I'm going to clear it all out, and we're going to search it from scratch. Let's do that. Clear, and we're in the right stuff, and we're going to go to gloves. Cool. And we're going to go not a unique pair of gloves, just a regular pair of gloves, rare. And then we're going to say down here, we're going to say maximum level 32 because we're level 32. And then we're going to say, let's see, what else could we want? We want these sockets, and we don't want it to cost more than 1 chaos. Let's search. And we're going to do this. Right now it's got a big wide variety. I want some certain things on there. I want attack speed. So we're going over to this thing, and we're going to say tilde key attack speed right there. Pseudo attack speed. That's in general attack speed. Cool. And we're also, I want some life on there. We have a lot of life. Let's go without life. Let's see what we get. Alright. So we got the physical attack. That would be nice to have. So let's sort by that. See if we can sort by the highest one of that. Only 2 to 4. And that one. 1 second. And we're going to make an offer on this. And we'll be right back. I think I have to recharge the headset. And we're going to do a direct whisper, and that's how you do it. And we're going to get this upgraded. And I'm going to recharge. I'll be right back. Okay, it was a little bit trickier to actually pull this off because I needed a chaos. And I did get these gloves for a chaos, and this is just to remind me, so I'm going to put this in the other stash. So I did spend a chaos, but I didn't have one to spend. So what I did was, normally I was trading these alterations, but the guy that was selling them for 12, he wasn't there anymore, and the price was like 18 or 19. I didn't want to spend 20 of them on there. I don't think that's a good price. But, you know, people aren't, right now it's late in the league, they don't want to trade one, you know, and make one trade for a chaos. But what I did find was, I had 8 of these on me, and I found a few more since then. Let's go up here. And at this guy, if we go here, we can purchase a glass blower's bauble. So I bought one of those, and then I went on the trade site. We've done it before. And you go to the currency, the bulk trade, and on the right side I put the glass bauble. That's what I have. And I wanted this. And we'll just put this in the my regular currency tab. Say goodbye to that. And I offered my single glass bauble for 1 chaos, which is a good deal for him. Because, you know, he can turn around and sell them for almost 2 in bulk. People pay a lot for them. Well, here's the neat thing. He offered, he felt bad for me. He was rich. I wasn't, you know, I only had this much. And I'm sitting here trading for 1 chaos. So he gave me 20, but I said, I cannot take it. You know, I feel bad because I'm just doing, I'm doing this experiment. So I offered to give it back, but then he offered to give me like a whole bunch more stuff. And I said, no, I can't do it. I got to give it back. So I gave him the 19 chaos back, and he goes, no, I respect that. That's cool. And we parted ways. So you're going to run into people that'll just sometimes, I mean, if we were playing normal and, you know, and I didn't want to like break the rules here, I could have. He gave me like stacks of stuff, and it would have been really easy. And occasionally you'll run into people like that. They just want you to have a good time and not have to sweat about the currency. But I didn't take it. But I did buy these gloves for 1 chaos, and it's kind of cool. They were already enchanted with that on there. It had the attack speed. It had some life, and I was cool with this. So we're good to go. And let's go on. I went up here onto the docks, and then I got some sulfite, and I talked to a guy out there. And then we're going to go back. It wants us to go back over here. If you click these, it'll tell you where it wants you to go. So we've already been to her. We fought our way through here, the Solaris area. And we went all the way up here, and we're just going to talk to her again. And there might be, if you go in there, there might be something like a craftable item thing that you can unlock. I've already done it on this character, or not on this character, but this playthrough of this league, so it's not over there for me. But it might be over there for you. So if you're looking at the map, go in there and check it out. Poke your head around everywhere, and you'll find little crafting things that'll unlock.
You have Stormetic Dash.
There we go. Now we've got the talc. We trade the sulfite for the talc, and then it wants us to go over here. See how it's highlighting this? And we were in the sewers earlier, and there was that little area right here that we couldn't get through. But now we have the stuff that unblocks it, and now we can walk through. And you're gonna, as you walk through, there's, I think right there is a crafting recipe, and it's already unlocked. But it'll be highlighted for you. There we go. And then we're gonna go up here. I'm glad that was it was a good example of what I was talking about there. All right, let's go find the. Oh, it's right here, the next waypoint, and let's find out what we're supposed to do in here. I think we're supposed to fight this guy probably. Yeah, he's right up this way. But we're really getting stronger now. And the whole goal is, I don't want to have to worry about mana. I don't want to worry about health. And I want to move fast. So that's the goal with this guy. And then that's one of the reasons, the main reason why I go with the ranger character and turn him into a raider, because he has an 46? Like a 50% move speed by default, because it's like perma onslaught, but then doubled, and then a little bit more, like 2.3% or 2.3x onslaught. Let's drop a totem there and just do this right in the middle of this guy. And, oh, he's hitting hard. This is one of the guys, because he hits with fire damage, he's going to hit hard. So if you don't have any fire resistance, which I don't think we do, he's really going to unload on us. But we took him out. But it's okay, if he gets you, it's not the end of the world. Unless you're playing hardcore, then you'd have to start your character all over again. And this is why. Let's see, fire resistance, absolutely none. But that's okay. We're getting by on it for right now. We'll identify that, and that'll be sold off. And let's go to the next area. Oh, we got to go back. It says to go back to town. I think there's a way up here that we have to go. Nice. And now we're also going to have a choice on our next skill point with what we're going to have to figure out to do. I'm a little torn on which way we're going to go with it, but so far so good. Let's figure it out. We'll figure it out together. Oh, there's the door. And we're going to get that skill right now, and we'll be able to figure it out. Because right now we have, and I'll pull it up right here. We have Molten Strike, Ancestral Call. So what that does is it puts those two additional, like ghosts, and they swing, and they auto swing at something nearby, and it's really nice. But then we also get the less damage, and that's a negative multiplier. But it's really nice to be able to not have to sit there and swing and aim all the correct perfect ways. It just does it, and it's pretty cool. Now our next choice is right over here. We were working our way down. We did all that. We came down here. If you need int, we can take that, or dex if you need it. You can take that always. It's just sitting there. We got the AoE here, there. But we have a little bit of a choice here. If we go in here, inside this mastery, and you have to go all the way around here to unlock the availability of the mastery, on this one you'd just be able to go like right to here. You don't have to take either one. You have just to go one way, and then it unlocks. This one you could go all the way to here, and then it unlocks. This one, let's take a look. See that? See non-vowel strike skills? They strike an additional nearby target. Now we could click that, and then we'd have 3, nearby targets, which is kind of cool, but a little overkill. Or we could click that, take this out, and add another support gem. And that's probably what we're going to do, and we'll see how it plays and how it feels. If there's a bunch of things and it's a pain, we'll put it back in. But otherwise, we're going to have Well, we'll get rid of that negative multiplier, the minus 11% negative multiplier, not a subtractor, but it's worse, and add something else to it, and hopefully we'll have some kind of cool thing on there that it really helps does a lot of damage. But for right now, we'll just do the three the three things. And speaking of which, here it is. All right, so let's do it. Third one. What was the other options there? Remove damaging ailments, stance skill, monsters cannot block, attack speed per enemy that's close by, nearby enemies are intimidated while I have rage. I don't have a way to make rage right now, but we're just going to do that and that. Now, right now we have that extra guy. He'll swing around. Now, if we take this out, our damage should actually go up on the screen too. If we take this out, 15, 17. It's big, and then we're going to put a multiplier in there. It's really, I think we're going to be really impressed. So let's do that. But we got to find a gem to put in there. I don't want to put Ruthless in there. That's no fun. We're going to put something cool in there. I don't know what's cool, but we'll put it in there. Maybe melee damage, maybe... I don't know what we have access to quite yet, but we'll find out. But right now we have a lot of extra craziness going on. Oh, this is nice. We get one of these. We'll put a totem down. We'll improve that. And we'll open this thing up. And our guys are going crazy over there. But this is where I'd rather have the extra damage. So these guys are, they're getting a little chunky tough. The bosses that do appear are tougher now. And they're going to be getting tougher and tougher. So... The big crowds and stuff, that kind of drops pretty easily, but those, I don't want anything that makes me sit there and swing 5 or 6 times. I want to swing 2 or 3 times, max. That'd be nice. And away we go. So I'll be right back. Ooh, here's a tough guy. Oh, but he's already dead. I was like, oh, this will be a fun, but yeah, died. Alright. Oddly enough, this is a long ways to a boss fight, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to actually use this portal scroll, and we're just going to go back and actually sell off, just so that we can get... To me, it's worth using 1 portal scroll. So, oh, we get a quest, and an item. Here we go. Cyclone. That's a fun skill. I've got a whole lot of builds with that. I love using it. We're not going to use it quite yet. Maybe we'll use it. It's a neat skill. I'm looking at all these. We'll take it, and then we'll just... we'll put it over here, and we'll start leveling it up just in case. Very tempting. I do love Cyclone. Very relaxing skill. Let's do this. Anything need to be identified? That, and there we go. Let's sell these. That's a nice big sword, getting stronger and stronger, but highly doubtful that it's better than ours. Movement speed, we don't use shields now. And that's gone. Gone, and no movement. Yeah, 20 movement. We could look into maybe swapping this out, because it would be a nice upgrade.
Good luck to you.
And... what's this one? We got cold damage, and on a belt. So... this isn't going to be used on a weapon, most likely, although we could throw it on maybe a two-hander and see, but we'll use it on some kind of, maybe a belt, or one of these. And see what we can get out of it, just as a roll. And let's put these away. Sorta, kinda. And there we go. And we gotta talk to this guy. Okay. And let's find out where we have to go next. Oh, we gotta go back right in here. We gotta continue on. We just cleaned that out. Pretty cool. And now we'll continue on this way. We also have the leap slam now. And I had it off for so long, and also my other character, I don't even use it down in Delve, which is a whole nother endgame amazing coolness thing, that I don't use it, but it's pretty cool, pretty handy. I mean, to be able to jump over stuff like this, and if you really string them together, can kind of start moving pretty fast. And we'll open this up. We're starting to fly along now. I like it. I don't know if we have it tied to a... do we have it tied to anything? Leap Slam, Vengeance. I want it tied to faster attacks. And it's not tied to that now. Could be tied in anywhere? No. It's even smoother when it's tied to supported by faster attacks. But it's not tied together right now. So that'll be a goal to get it tied up. Maybe we can roll one of these and then maybe make one of those green. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Because then it's a much smoother thing. You go boom, boom, boom. Oh, here's the... you can chain them together quite smoothly. I wonder how much mana? No, not even a mana issue. Just jumping around. Pretty nice. Okay. We'll take the boots and those. Okay. Let's do this fight. Got our buffs. Pride, and Blood and Sand, and that. And we're going to go fight. And there's also a crafting recipe around here somewhere, but I've already got it. We'll drop a totem. And away we go. Not going to use a health potion. Let's see if I can get away without it. I'm not using it. It's just my normal heals doing that. Self-healing, no health potion. Just stand there and take them out. Pretty fun. I like it. And that's a neat thing. You know, you can build your character any way you want. I like doing it that way. Pretty cool. And I guess we go this way. And I think we have to go back to town. Yep, town. So let's just do the escape. And make sure to grab that crafting recipe in there. It's around in that room somewhere, I think. Just from memory. And we'll play it in there. And there we go. Maybe this one will give us something. Yep, there we go.
Unfortunately,
very cool.
Tread carefully.
And then I'll show you what we're going to go for next. I think we're going for... this is an awfully nice looking weapon. It would be cool if we could use it. Let's find out if we can. There's an outside chance that it might just be a super lucky roll. Is lightning. There's an outside chance. Let's see. So we'll test it here. 1250 in town. Leap Slam doesn't matter if we take that off. So here we go. 1250. Nope. It's really going to be a hard weapon to replace. We'll replace it and it'll be amazing when we do. But the likelihood of us finding one on the ground is low right now. Later, we'll find one. If we don't buy one, we'll find one on the ground, and it will be better. But it's tough to do. That's why I pretty much don't look at... I mean, the likelihood of... You know, because I'm being very particular about what I'm asking for. Life on there, attack speed, some extra damage attackers attacking... You know, so there's a lot to it. And we'll talk to this guy.
You have claimed. Goodbye.
And away we go. We're getting, we could buy another couple chaos, maybe 3 chaos, and really start to upgrade our character. The next thing we're going to be shooting for, there's a lot of damage through here, and some stuns, which are interesting. Over here is some life leech with damage, here, and here. Then we could also, very tempting to go here, area of effect with damage, and massive area of effect. And we increase our damage when the creatures are low on life, too. And then there's more damage over here, there's crit, there's all kinds of, we're going for damage, if you, you can tell what we're going for next. We're going for damage. There's some more life over here. We haven't done it. We haven't got anything with our resist yet, but we're fine. We're gonna have a good time here. Okay. Next up, let's do this as a reminder. And it looks like we got to go back to what is right over here. And it says it'll tell us where we need to go to the Imperial Gardens. They're usually off to the right. on the right-hand side, but not always, but in general. Oh, and before we do that, let's go see if we can get a new support gem. That will just really up our damage. I don't know. Maybe we could do it. Let's find out. And we'll identify these two things just to get them out of there. And we're going to carry that. Oh, look at this. We're down to 4 of them already. But we might have some transmutes. Let's just do... We get 4 per. Let's do that many. I don't like doing it, but we need these things, so we're going to sell all of these. And that. We get 16, now we have 20. We'll just do it. Now we're going to purchase. Second tab. Support. We're looking for a red support. General's Cry. That's it. Oh, that's SIP. Support. Here we go. Battle Mage. Did I spell? Yeah, I did. Consecrated Path. We could. She might not have them, so we could go back and we're going to look at the other place. Act 2. Let's see what she might sell. And eventually you're going to get to Act 6, and then they'll have all the... We'll talk to these guys. They're thanking me for it being light out. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Go with courage.
In Act 6, you're gonna get Lily, and she'll have access to all the gems. And let's do support and see what supports they have here. A bunch. Oh boy. Melee Fizz, probably pretty good. Support it just flat out 34% more right away. That's going to be hard to pass up. Elemental damage, more elemental damage, but I just like this. This is kind of nice. This is really going to be hard to pass up. I'm looking at this stuff. Nah, damage, extra damage when I'm on full life, but eh. Also, damage. Supported skills deal 34% more damage with bleeding and poison hits, and they have a little bit less attack speed. So that's the negative thing there. But still good. Really good. Rage support, cruelty, and that. Let's just do this. Oh, looks like we're spending our thing there. And we're going to switch this out. Do we have another red spot to put it in right now? No. We'll just set it right here for now. And we'll look for an offhand with some extra stuff on there. Oh, and what we want to do is, let's go back to the Act 3, right in here. And we're going to see the difference in damage. Okay. And this is only a level 5. It's going to get better than that. Alright. Let's see if we can take this out and put it back in. Maybe it'll put it in a better spot on the list. Not really. Unfortunate. Okay. Move a little bit. 1539. And this is just a rough estimate. It's not perfectly accurate. 1539. We take that out and it goes up automatically because of that. And then this too. 1901. I'll take it. And we're going to make sure that we're going to start making some creatures bleed. And we're going to do that right up here. Right here. In fact, we'll take that next. And then we're going to go right up here and get this bleed support issue thing going on. And then 60% increased damage with bleeding inflicted. Moving. Oh, 80% increased critical strike against bleeding enemies. So all the enemies are going to be bleeding. If it's a big guy, and he'll be bleeding, and then we'll get increased crit strike rate. So I like all that. We're going to go for that next. All right. Let's start crushing stuff again. We're going to look for the Imperial Guard. We'll drop that down. Wow. Oh. And then we start getting some bleed effect right here. Nice. Okay. And away we go. Oh, look at this thing. Let's go grab it. There's so much to do. It's a lot of fun. Whoa! I was getting hit by something. What was going on there? Let's go stand in that again. Burning. We're going to get around that. We're going to get that solved as well. That stuff, I don't like that. We're going to get rid of that. But we'll get to it, and I'll show you how we're going to solve that too. So you won't have to worry about being ignited or any of this stuff. That's a tough guy. Let's see. What's just to double check? Yeah, we're doing 2167. We're doing a lot of damage. Alright, and we're going to find the Imperial Garden. Come on. Oh, we can jump up there. That's nice. Leap slam. Sprint, jump, sprint up. And might be the other way. We'll find it. I'll be right back. And sure enough, it was right here. I was looking up there, and it was a little bit lower on the right-hand side. And now we're on the right track. And these I just put here because they just get filled up. I'm not using these. I barely use that except when we got ignited there. And we're in the right track. So let's keep going. We got to find the Chittis Plum, and there's a labyrinth to do in here as well. And away we go. Let's go do this labyrinth. It's going to be up in the top right usually. So let's go find it. We're going to do it together just because I want to access that plaque to see what you guys would be at as well. Do that together. Nice. Get a lot of gear. And the Chittis Plum might be over here as well. Also, there's a library that we have to go into up here, and we get some access to cool gems as well. And we'll take this shrine. Gives us some nice buff. And away we go. Colossal. 1,000 health. Put that thing. And we'll take all these. Identify them later and sell them off. Ancestral Protector. And we'll find it. It's around here. These guys can be a little tricky. Those spiky guys, when they die, they send out spikes. Now, if you don't have any armor, it can really hurt. Doesn't seem like they're sending them out. Oh well. Okay, here's the trial. And we're just going to walk right through here. I'm not going to care too much. And you just walk right over here. Oh, let's take care of that guy. And oh, Vengeance got him. So, you have to access that lab trial, you're going to have to do all of these. In Act 3, Act 1, Act 2, and it tells you where. The Chamber of Sin, the Crypt, the Prison, the Crematorium, the Catacombs, and the Imperial Gardens. So at this point, I think we can do the, once you know you've got all these done, I think this is the last one. The Catacombs we've done, Crematorium we've done. We're in good shape. We're going to go do the lab. Oh, and then we go there, and you'll be able to do it too, and we're going to do it together. Oh, and there's the Chittis Plum that we're going to get. It's right up there. It's got that little exclamation point. Can we jump over that? Nice. Let's run as fast as we can. I'm definitely going to be looking for more movement speed because movement speed is key. I love it. There we go. We get the plum. Oh, he hit hard. And it's 4-linked, but not the right colors or anything. If that was a chess piece, it would be cool. I might take it and roll it. Alright. So let's go to the next thing. Let's go to the library. That's going to be over here. There's the... what do you call it? Well, there's the spikes. Kidding. There. The teleport, the waypoint. We're going to go back over to there, and that's usually a good point where we go northwest from, right this way from there. Should be right up here. This guy's spiky. But we've got the armor and the health to be able to take that. Other characters are not going to be able to take that. They'll run into those things, and those spikes are just brutal. Nice, we're doing good damage. Everything's falling down. We're living nicely. Oh, here's the library entrance right over here. And we're going to enter that up. Now, once we do the library quest, that'll unlock some interesting gems as well. So let's go find where is that? Souza? Shoza? I don't know. Never really said the name out loud before. Zioza is his name. He's right over here somewhere. And he gives us a quest as well, and there's a waypoint, so let's at least get that. Come on. Interesting. Where is he? I don't think he's this way. I don't know why, but I don't think so. Doesn't feel like the right way. It feels like he's more over here somewhere. We'll see. Dead ends. And away we go. Nice. And where is he? This is why I like speed as much as I can. Here he is. And we'll click that. We'll talk to him. And he wants us to find the four golden pages. And to get to that, we're going to go sell quickly, and we'll be right back here. And just for fun, we're going to roll this thing. We're going to use one of these transmutes. Let's see, on this one. We're going to buy it for that. And we're just going to roll it. Let's see, if we... Other jewelry, regen life, no. But increase cold damage? That wouldn't be cool either. Both of these are really kind of bad. We don't want to use it on there. We'll save it for something else. What else? Let's just click that and see what happens. So, we're going to compare it to the one we have on. Strength we don't need, but with dexterity, and that would be nice to have. Generate that, lightning resistance, gain 2 mana, and we could put some life on there as well, so it would be kind of similar, but the other one is a little better. But we're going to save this one just in case we need dexterity and life. And now we have one. Nice. We'll put this here. We don't need these. They just keep on filling up the spot. This is a quest item. And if you noticed, we could actually use these to buy these. And then those to buy the bauble, and then we can get a chaos that way. But we're okay for now. What is this one for? Lightning damage to attacks, other jewelry. That would have been a better one to use on that thing, but oh well. We could try it on... Oh, that was an intelligence one. That would be fun. Alright, let's get back to it. We're going to go right back to the library. And he wants us to go find those pages. So we're going to do that right now. We're just going to look for the... this is a little bit tricky, actually. We're going to look... Wow, he's mean. He just jumped right off there. Anything good? No. We're going to look for a candlestick, a sconce, on the side of a wall that's like this or like this. We're going to look, and we're going to be able to click it. Oh, here's a Val side area. And inside there... Oh, I didn't quite catch it as I entered. I was trying to read it. Something about deadly somethings. Alright. And we'll try to go a little faster. And we're just shooting for the end area, not really caring about this stuff. We're just going right up into here. There we go. Drop a totem right in the middle there. Take out his helpers. And here's the main boss, and he's done. Oh, we'll take this, and that, and that, and that, and this. Wow! Bunch of stuff. Well, 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 well. This might be interesting. Foul Flicker Strike? Oh boy. All kinds of craziness now. Okay. This is an odd, fun, kind of crazy skill. This is just Lightning Arrow, but it's a Foul Lightning Arrow. And here we are. Foul Molten Strike. Well, here's our regular Molten Strike. And this is Foul Molten Strike. So, if we wanted to, we could actually, every time it starts to go crazy, it looks like when we fill up on charges, it infuses your melee weapon with energy, and it fires 9 projectiles, and it chains 8 times, and plus 4 meteors, and it can't be evaded, and they can chain when impacting the ground. Projectiles do not change direction when chaining. So I would like to level this thing up, and then we'll have this big explosion craziness thing. So I do have this one, and we have one. We're going to level this up on our offhand, and we're going to get it stronger, because right now it's level 1, and that's level 10. So it's doing a lot more damage than that one. So we're going to level it up until it gets close, and then we'll switch it in there and have some fun with it. And then there's these things. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. These are corrupted. Oh. We probably won't be using this because we're going with two-handers. We're going to ignore that one. But this is interesting, so let's see. We've got our onslaught in there. The likelihood of us taking that onslaught off and moving 20% movement speed slower is, if I hold Alt over there, it tells you 20% attack speed and 20% movement speed permanently. Now eventually we'll get onslaught a different way, but right now I just don't want to mess with that. So whatever this is, well, that would be a great helm in any other sense. Life, fire, all that, it would be cool, but we're not going to do it. We're just going to sell them off. Alright, so let's go find that Scounts. And... oh, I'll take that, and when I find it, I'll come back. Okay, we got a couple of things here. We got this belt. Well, we've got a belt that's plus 39 health. So to replace it, to make it better, it's not going to take much. So we're going to use one of these. It'll turn it into a rare. And what would that do? Other jewelry. Adds lightning damage to attacks? Oh no. Chance to avoid being shocked on a belt. And then this one, cold resistance. Okay. Let's go with this one. Here we go. What did we get? Shouldn't have been much more, and it's not really better. Nope. It's close, but oh, I mean, it is so close. We don't need the mana, but we'll throw it on there. A little more life. A little more life. It was interesting to do. And we'll identify those while we're here, and we'll keep on going. And again, I don't have to do anything. I can just stand here, and it just kills everything around me. I don't have to push any buttons at all. Nice. Even this big guy? Let's see. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'll be back when I find it. And I missed it the first time, but it's right here. There's the loose candle. And it's not going to, it might be around here, down here. This, randomly generates. But it's going to be on a wall like this, or maybe once in a while a wall like that. But generally it's a wall going in this direction. And then you click it, opens up the secret door, and in we go. And now we're going to go find the book pages. And they're they're pretty easy to find. And let's just go grab those. And then we can use the portal back to town trick, the log out trick. Not log out, but exit the character screen trick, and we'll get those. I'll be right back. And here's the last one. We can just stand here, not do anything, and everything dies around us. Now the thing is, we're kind of got a lot of stuff on us here. Let's see. I think we can put it here and here. And barely enough room. And we're going to exit to the character selection, push play, and we could just go right back to them and turn this in, and that way it's out of our inventory. There we go. And now he's gonna reward us, but then we can also purchase things from him. So now we've got different things here. Fortify, tempting. Now the neat thing about this is, this bleed stuff, I'm a little tempted to go away from that. The Fortify is just a flat out more damage, but then it doesn't have the negative, and I don't have to go with the bleed, but I don't know. Eventually I want Fortify, and there's multiple ways to get it, but that's a pretty good one. Urgent Orders, Impale support, increased duration, Arrogance, Bloodthirst, Controlled Blaze, and Pulverize. Pulverize. Supported skills have 25% increased area of effect, less attack speed again, but that's it's okay. And more may... We're going to take this one. It's the fun one. And then we can purchase. And the thing is, you got to bring the currency that you want to purchase. Now we have access to all these things. You just have to make sure you have the currency on you, because there's no stash tab close to you. But this, he sells you all the gems. Almost all. Pretty cool. And you just, you say support. Oh, purchase. Support. And then it shows you the support gems. Oh, on the second tab are the support gems. There's a lot of them that can be chained to this. Now, one kind of neat thing is, what if we were to just get rid of that life gain on hit? How much damage would this go up just automatically? 1970. Goes down a little bit. Why is that? Let's see. It shouldn't... Oh, because the Pulverize has less attack speed, so that's a big negative. But the area of effect and all that kind of stuff is a great deal bigger. So it doesn't show up again. It doesn't show up on here. We're gonna give it a shot. It seems weird to do, but we're gonna have some fun with it. Just don't sell this. Sorry. We're gonna give it a shot. Just have some fun. And we'll go into what area? The docks. And let's see what it does with Pulverize without life gain on hit. Maybe we can get away without it. We have to turn this quest in anyways. And we'll take... What do we have here? This crit strike ring. I'm not liking that one very much. I think we're going to improve that next. Let's just take this life ring and see what happens. And we'll identify it. Mana, we don't need that. Yeah, we don't need anything on there. This one's way better still. And he's upset, and we got our quest done. And let's finish off getting these bleeds. And this is a good one too. Impales are good. So many good things. Alright, there we go. And let's go test this Pulverize out. Now I have my hand on the heal button. We'll see how well we're doing. We might even add some... There's a couple different ways we can get around this. Pretty good damage so far. We haven't had to heal. And let's find out what we can do. Oh, the lot slower swinging though. That's no fun, but big area of effect. And I'd like to turn those things in. Nice. A lot of damage. So far, so good. Maybe we'll shy away from the life gain on hit a little bit. Live on the edge. If we're healing ourselves back up, we'll just see what happens. Maybe we won't need it. But it is kind of nice to have. Alright. And let's go back to town. Oh, here we go. And they just dropped. Oh, there. See, now our life went down a little bit. It does happen. That, and sell the amulet, and we'll go back to town. We can go back this way, or let's just go back here. We gotta upgrade this. And I'm gonna look at what we can do as far as offhands. We're leveling Astro and Elemental damage with attacks, and Cyclone, Molten Strike, and Ancestral Call support. We're gonna continue leveling life gain on hit, and then we'll probably switch this Pulverize back there. But for now, if we're not really, we don't need the life gain on hit, we'll go without it. But I like it. It really makes up things a lot more comfortable. And we'll ID that, and that, and we'll just sell this stuff off. And we should ID this. And item rarity is cool, but the life on that would be... Oh, but that's an amulet now. And away we go. Sell off stuff. And occasionally I'll make a mistake, but it's not the end of the world here.
Good
And let's put this stuff away. Oh, like right there, I just made a mistake.
Mate.
Sell that and that too. Okay, good.
Don't do anything I would.
Okay, and now we'll just put this one away and that one away. Oh, we've got these. We've got to use these up. And normally, you would find something to roll it on, and it would just be fun. But you know, for the sake of brevity, we'll just put these away. And this we'll put right here. That's a good one. Level 8. We'll be using that, so that's cool. All right, let's see what we're gonna do next. I know exactly what we're gonna be doing next. If it's available to you guys, we're gonna do it the same way, but I believe it should be all unlocked. Let's do this right now. There's the life gain on hit. We're going to get rid of that pulverize. Not rid of it, but we're going to level it up. It'll help with the damage too, and make a more fair comparison. Now we have the life gain on hit because we're going to go do a labyrinth and unlock our very first Ascendancy. We're going to ascend to be Juggernauts. So let's take this. We get to grab that. And if you don't, you have to complete those 6 trials just to make sure. And you have to be, I think you have to be level 33. We're level 36. And away we go. We'll give this a shot. Now here's the thing. If you die at any point in this labyrinth, and this is a shorter one, you have to start it all over. So, don't die. But it's really cool. Here we go. Alright, let's do it. And normally you want to go over here to the right. A good rule of thumb is always, you know, up and to the right. And just have your heal potions. I'm actually glad that we have extra heal potions on our bar now. Feels weird to have them there, but... And don't get stuck by that thing. And there's going to be weird traps and spinning stuff and all kinds of things and mazes, but we're going to work our way through here. This looks like a dead-end area. I'm suspecting that it's going to be this way. This thing will hurt us. Look at that. Bump, bump, bump. And it did a lot of damage to us. But I wanted to show you. I was fairly confident that we'd make it through that. Okay, we're going to level that thing up. I don't want to go through here. I don't want to deal with anything else. I just want to fight the boss. So I'm going to avoid these things if possible. Those little icons. But these guys are serious. They'll do some damage to you. So will those guys do. So, and we'll keep going. Oh, and we'll level that one up. Vengeance, nice. And here we go. So this is a very short run. We're right here to this. And it even shows you. It's going to work our way across, and then the final room is what we're shooting for. And you're going to have to fight this guy 3 times. A third of his health, a third of his health, and then the final third. Here we go. This is called the Labyrinth. A lab for short. You can put stuff in here if you're too full and you want to drop stuff off, but here we go. And we shouldn't have a problem here. Famous last words. This is the easiest version, and it only gets worse. But this is a cool fight. Here we go. We're going to drop down a totem, and we're just going to crush this guy. And I've got life gain on hit. He hits hard, though. And now we've won that fight because we hit like a truck. And I'm using the life gain on hit. I just want to be safe. And now we keep going. And... nice. I already know what we're going to take. It's going to be unstoppable. See this stuff, how we walk through it and it slows us down? Well, there's 3 things I don't like. I like moving fast, so moving slow is terrible. I like moving fast, I like being tanky, and I like doing a lot of damage. So, usually it's hard to do all of those things. There's ways to do it, but it's, you know, complicated. Melee is a little more difficult than other things in Path of Exile, other playstyles, but I like melee and just seems typical. Gonna level that up. Oh, I shouldn't be opening these things because that could be an... Let's at least identify it first. Ignites. I gotta be a little careful, but there could be one that explodes or the corpses explode. Don't open these usually in here. It's really not worth it because then you have to start all over. But I did. Don't do what I did. Not really worth it. But we got some stuff. Some stuff. Herald of Ash, we're getting a little stronger. Let's use our point too. Any little bit of an edge. We'll take this one. Another better chance to bleed. That one will be nice. 40% increased attack damage against bleeding enemies. Now it's not going to show up on this because it doesn't know that that enemy is bleeding. But if you use Path of Building, there's a configurator thing. And you can actually get it to show, hey, this creature's bleeding. And then it understands, because your skills use that it's bleeding and it's going to do more damage. So now it says go this way. I don't want to go that way. I just want to go straight to the next thing. So we're going to avoid going there. We're going to look for the other way. And it doesn't look like there's an easy way to that. Oops. And we're going to go back this way. Right down this way. And... maybe to the left over here. And I want to avoid having to do mazes and all that kind of stuff. I just want to get to the end. Oh no! Yikes. But we've got a lot of health. And I'm going to use a health potion. There are health potions that do instant heals when you're low on health too. So we're going to get to those and I'll show you how to get those or make them ourselves. And sure enough, now we're right to the next fight thing. Let's do it.
When the time comes to strike,
and there's even some crafting recipes here. You want to click those and unlock the crafting recipes. Here we go. And we're going to drop a totem right now. Now he's available to hit. We're just standing right on him. We're taking a lot of damage there, but we won.
With fidelity.
And you got to make sure that guy doesn't... Oh, he's still alive. Sorry. I thought... There we go. Come on. Taking longer than I thought. Sorry about that, guys.
You were born for this.
I thought we hit him right away. But he lived a little longer than I thought. We'll pick up this and that and the scrap. Okay. Oh, what's that? This thing is worth a chromatic. See that little line around it? Is there another one? No. Sorry about that. I thought he was dead already. Okay. Next up. Ignore those guys. Sprint over, mostly to the right. I don't want it. It most likely is this way. I don't like the fire. Hot beat. Oh my gosh, really doing some damage. It's a little bit of a puzzle, so we're going to have to click that. And then there's going to be one over here, I guess. And we're going to use our other one. We got to unlock this somehow. We're going to wait till that floor goes back to normal. Come on. Oh, it's unlocked. Now we can do that. Now, if you notice the map, it changed a tiny bit right here. Oh! I'm glad we have these extra heal potions now. There we go. Then we got to click this switch. And then we got to click this switch. And if you're low on health potions, killing these guys will help fill them back up. Nice. We'll take that. This is a weird one. I don't remember, you know, each of these can be a little different. Oh gosh. Really? Lever. Some of them are timed levers. There's all kinds of weird stuff. And let's go. Let's hop over here. Hot beat. I guess we're going this way. And it should be pretty close here. Oh, Orb of Chance. Molten Strike. The Vol Molten Strike. That'll be neat when we get to use that. It's not quite ready yet. We're going to level it up to within like a level at least of what... Oh, there's the place. Of our current Molten Strike. Let's drop a totem down and fight these guys. Ooh, an Orb of Regret. It's kind of cool. We'll save it. We might be able to trade it for a chaos or maybe 2 chaos. One of those, 2 of those for 1 chaos. Who knows? And we'll pick up that. Get a little bit full. And is it going to be the place? No, we don't want to go this way. So let's go find the other one. Is it over here? We want to find the direct route. Easy there. Oh gosh, these things hit us. Don't let these hit me in the head. Oh, gotta break through there. Or jump. And this one's better. Now it goes right to there. A little bit of a shortcut. Well, direct path, call it. Alright, now we gotta find... And again, we're gonna check... I usually check over to the right. This tends to go that way. Those things hit hard. Be careful with them. You can just walk by them. It's probably safer. But, you know, the habit is to fight them all. And I don't think it's this way. I shouldn't have been coming down here. This is a little hidden area. There was a little switch there. Is there anything back here? Usually I don't like messing around with this stuff. Boots. We could pick those up. This usually is a dead-end area. Maybe put treasure back here sometimes. But again, I don't want to mess around back here, because if you die, you got to start all over again. No. Just not even good stuff back here. Might have been something I missed, but I don't think so. And we're going to drop this off in the chest right before the final fight, because there's a loot room with cool loot in it as well. Alright. I think we're getting close. Smell an orange door. Come on. Orange door, portal up here. Yikes. Can I jump him? That thing stuns stuff. Land on it, the leap slam. Oh, we've got to be close. And Greaves. Could pick those up, might as well. There's the orange door, portal. And sure enough, and it says it, Aspirant's Plaza. Here we go. Now, remember, you can actually drop stuff off here, and we're going to drop all this in here, just like this. And we're going to sell it in a second. We'll drop this stuff in there. And, oh, got a Val Orb too. Valuable stuff, and a Regret Orb. Let's find out how much these are. 1 second. We're going to press PoE trade button there. And it looks like, what is it? 1-to-1 maybe? Almost like 1-to-1, 1-for-1. That's almost like a chaos. So that's pretty cool. Here we go. Final thing, no mess ups. I gotta pay attention here. I thought I was stronger than I was, so I didn't like that. He was living longer than I thought he was. Here we go. And easy, don't land on me. No, boy, a bunch of junk. Not junk, stuff. We'll call it stuff. And easy, easy, easy. You notice I'm just running a little bit, dropping the totem down. Oh, treasure keys. Nice. Here we go. And there's ways you can get more treasure keys if you do the puzzles along the way, but we don't want to do that. Mask, silk robe. We'll take the smaller stuff in size. You know, try to at least. Sage wand, skein, blade, shield, that kind of stuff. Maybe the chest plate, scroll. Good enough for now. Moving on. Now we get to this room.
Before your emperor,
now there's 3 things we can do in here. Pretty cool stuff here. We're going to drop this off real quick, because we want to do this without disconnecting either. And we'll put that there. And this here. The first thing I want to do is this over here. There's 3 things to do. This is one of them. And we got to pick our Ascendancy. Every person's going to be different, but I'm going to do the fun, easy tank guy. That's him. But you can do other ones. We're going to say next, and we're going to ascend. Now we have 2 points to spend here on this. It's special tree in the middle. And we can do this and this. This would be this would add flat out more damage. That's very tempting to take. So much so that I'll probably do it. Then we can do this one. Increased movement speed, that's tempting. And then another increased movement speed. So that's 14% total. Very nice. And we can't be stunned. We can't. Our speed can't be modified below our base value, and action speed can't be lowered either. So we can't. It won't be. We can't have some kind of negative buff on us that from a creature that would slow our swinging down or stuff like that. That 14% is really nice, and we can get damage other ways. But we're going to be able to spend 8 points total by the time we get through the end. So, that and that. This is not the way you want to go right at the beginning. Unbreakable, we don't have really very good armor for that yet, because it doubles the body armor. Life regen, I don't like that. We're going to go for the movement speed. I do love movement speed. And now we can't be stunned, we can't be slowed. It's nice. The utilitarian but cool thing. It doesn't show up in the numbers, but it really makes us move around faster. So we can just run around, and I like running around. Open up that thing, and red, green. No. I mean, we can hold on to it, but probably not. And what about this one? 5 of those. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. Because we can get a bobble with that too. And we'll probably do that soon. Probably the next one. Then we're going to open this thing up. And there's a bunch of things that go on here. But what we don't want to do is use one of our gems and transfigure it into a new form of another random gem. We don't want that. We don't want to use our Molten Strike, transfigure it into Blade Storm of Doom. So if we had a Molten Strike on us, we could do that, and it might transform into an interesting variant of Molten Strike. But we don't need to do that. I could just add quality to our Molten Strike. I wouldn't mind doing that. But we are doing this one as well. This other Molten Strike right over here. Let's see, where is it? This one, this Foul Molten Strike, is being leveled up. Now, I don't. We can give it a try. A little bit torn on which one I want to use. Let's do it. Let's do this one. So we're going to put it in here, and we're going to put the quality on there. And it's just going to add the quality, which is important. And we're going to try to get the quality up to 20. So you can sit there and run it a bunch of times. And it didn't. This target is corrupt, so we don't even have a choice. So we can't make that 20%. Sorry about that. So we probably won't use that then. We're just going to stick with our regular Molten Strike, because watch what happens when we put this. Let's take this out of here. Pull this up. And 1969. And now we're going to put some quality on it. And now it's 3% quality. Now it should actually do a little more damage. 1969. What was the quality adding to it? Let's see. More damage. Projectile deals more damage. So it just doesn't calculate it correctly. Let's move a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't calculate it, but it does as we get up. Oh, no. We're at 0%. 0 to 10. Maybe we have to get it up to 5% to unlock the first notch, or 4%. I bet you it's 4% for, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But at 20% quality, it'll be 10% more damage with hits and ailments. So definitely we want that at 20%. Like 100% we want that. That's a big multiplier. And of course we got a bunch of junk here. We're going to put this down here for a second and put this up here. And then I'm going to be dealing with all of this stuff off of off camera. I'm going to be selling all that stuff. So we did the lab. We've got our Ascendancy. We're moving faster. We can't be stunned. We're moving quicker. We can't be slowed down now, except in town it always slows you down. Kind of weird. And except Onslaught when it's permanent land. So we're moving faster than the other people walking around. See, I can walk a little faster than them because I have Onslaught permanently on. So we've done quite a bit. The next episode we'll be upgrading more of our gear. We look kind of funny. Maybe we'll get some pants. But we're going to be having a good time. I hope this helps. And I've had a blast doing this. I have fun messing around and just having fun with this stuff. So have a good one and enjoy. Pretty cool. And that's a labyrinth. That's the Ascendancy.